Today, I'm gonna break down a training method that's gonna make you so explosive, it almost feels illegal. Stay tuned, you don't wanna miss this, and make sure you watch the full video. What is up, everybody? It's your guy, KJ, back here again with another video. Now, today, we're gonna talk about how you're gonna be so explosive and so dynamic that it's gonna be illegal. It's gonna feel like you should be put in jail because how fast you're getting. So, like I said, stay tuned. But before we get to the video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and join the desireLess crew, where we're constantly helping athletes get better. Also, if you're interested, you want more written format and you want to kind of have like a one-on-one communication with us, join our email list where we're sending out more information just like this weekly to help you elevate and dominate the game. So if you're interested in that too, link to that is in the description down below. And if you really want to be a big supporter and show love, cop the Genesis tee, cop the merch, link to that description down below too. But I don't want to get on into that. I want to kind of get into the video because I want to help you guys become so explosive. Now, I know you're asking like, why should I listen to this light-skinned Travis Hunter? Because once again, somebody commented on my TikTok video and said I look like a light-skinned Travis Hunter, which I do not agree with, okay? I just don't. Like, they're saying it because we got big lips. That's what they're saying. They're saying it because I got big lips, he got big lips, and I guess we're black, okay? So I don't know. I'm a guy who's a very explosive athlete. I can run a 4.340. I can jump 42.5-inch vertical. And I wasn't always just naturally explosive. I wasn't able to run a 4.3 when I was in high school or when I was younger. You know, I just constantly was somebody who's dedicated to get faster and I always trained fast and I played fast. So this makes me really qualified to talk about speed. Last season when I was playing, I had a nickname. They called me KJ Speedy Howard because everybody knew like the speed. You know, you see me. If you watch any workout videos I've made, you see the speed. The speed, the quickness is relentless, man. I pride myself in speed, okay? So there's no other person to listen to and learn how to become explosive than somebody who is explosive. Like, how many people out here on YouTube talking about speed and talking about explosiveness can jump a 42.5-inch vertical? That's higher than Saquon Barkley. That's higher than Tyreek Hill. That's higher than all the elite athletes in the NFL. 4.340. That's some of the best. And honestly, I have a pro day coming up. I'm going to hit 4.2. That is my goal. My pro day. I'm going to hit a 4.240. But enough about myself. I'm going to show you how to get explosive just like me, okay? So I broke it down in 3 parts that you want to focus on to get explosive. So number 1 is you're going to have to lift weights. I hate the old school preconceived notion that lifting weights is going to slow you down. In my experience, it has never slowed me down. It did nothing but enhance my speed. So I started lifting weights and I started really grinding and really for like the last couple years from high school all the way to college, I just constantly seen my speed just elevate each year. And also I put on muscle too. I was gaining muscle. I was getting bigger, but I was also getting faster. If you want to get faster, you need to lift weights because it's going to be a critical part of your acceleration, your 0 to 60 speed when you're just like exploding out. When, like I said, when you talk about explosive speed, you want like a guy like Jameer Gibbs who, as soon as they touch the ground, Tyreek Hill, as soon as they take off, they're already at top speed. Lifting weights is going to help you do that. And one of the things I like to do, not just lifting weights, but lifting unilaterally. Basically, it's lifting on a single leg, doing a lot of single leg split squats, doing a lot of lunges, you know, single leg step ups. Anything where you're on one leg and you're forcing a lot of force on one leg and you're doing an explosive movement, that is all going to help. You know, power cleans, hand cleans, stuff like that. Front squats. Oh man, don't get me on front squats. Front squats, that's the secret sauce, okay? That's the secret sauce. You're doing some front squats, all that is going to help you just get so much faster and so much more explosive, I'm telling you. And not only do you want to lift the weight, you don't want to lift the weight slow because there's a lot of powerlifters out there who might load up 600 pounds on a bar and they're 600 pounds in freaking 10 seconds on 1 rep, okay? No, you want to lift that heavy stuff fast. You want to be bow, bow, bow. You want to train their nervous system to be able to respond. So you really get that, get that takeoff speed that you've been looking for, okay? So you want to lift heavy fast. You want to train unilaterally on 1 leg. All of this is going to help you develop that elite explosiveness that guys like a Saquon Barkley, the guys like a Tyreek Hill, guys like Jameer Gibbs, all the most explosive athletes in the NFL. Derrick Henry's, all these guys, they train explosively. They lift weights. All these guys have been lifting weights. They lift weights for years, and that's something you need to be focusing on, is lifting weights. Don't be the guy who, I heard too many athletes say, I don't lift weights, you know, I don't want to get too bulky, I want to slow down. That's like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. You know, lifting weights make you faster. What do you mean? Like, I hate when people say that, man. So lift weights. And then number 2, you're gonna sprint. Now, how you gonna get faster? Well, you need to run fast. You need to run fast often. You need to be a guy who's sprinting at least 3 times a week. Yes, you want to, like, there isn't no secret formula to a lot of stuff that I name. It's just like, you gotta just do it. Like, you want to get faster, you gotta run fast constantly. I'm a guy who I sprint minimum 3 times a week. Sometimes I'm hitting my top speed a lot. I'm sprinting as frequent as possible. That's the only time you're gonna get faster. Train that top end speed and help elevate it and keep getting better at it. Another thing I do is I sprint fast in practice. A lot of players that I play with, a lot of athletes that I see is that they think practice and they're just like, oh man, I'm kind of gonna chill. I'll run fast in training, and then when I get to practice, I'm just like, you know, I want to be cool, just one-handed catch, or I want to be cool and walk through and I jog. Like, no, like you practice more than anything. You practice more than you train. You practice more than you do anything like that. So why not run fast and practice? You catch a ball in routes on air, give me a 5-10 yard burst. You're doing indie drill, give a 5-10 yard burst. Anything in practice, I'm running fast. One of the ways that I just kept improving my speed is that I sprinted a lot. And also in practice, I'm a guy who just runs fast. Like I said, I'm a fast guy and I want to get faster, and I just run fast in practice. Because if I run fast in practice, that's helping me set myself up for the game. So again, in the game, I just take off on guys and they can't keep up with me. Okay, so you have to run fast in your training. You have to run fast in the practice. That's the way you're going to get faster. And then on top of that, the cherry on top is doing a lot of resistance sprints, dragging the sled. You know when you're running and you got the sled attached to your waist, doing a lot of those, doing a lot of hill sprints, stuff like that where there's resistance and gets you running, where you can constantly push that force, boom, boom, boom. One of the things I love to do is hill sprints. I run hills all the time. I feel like when you do resistant hills training, you do hill sprints, it helps you develop your natural running form where you don't need to be so focused on A skips and B skips. That stuff ain't gonna get you faster. I hate when people say that you need to do some A skips and B skips to get faster. No, bro, I do A skips and B skips. You think I do A skips and B skips for an hour a day? No, I just run fast for an hour a day. I train relentlessly on my speed for an hour a day. That's what helped me get fast. And when you're doing that constant resistance training, running up a hill or running with a sled, it's gonna naturally develop that perfect running floor that you need at your drive phase. And when you're getting out your start, all of that is gonna help you become more explosive. So you need to start doing resistance running. You need to run fast in practice, and you also need to sprint on a weekly basis, at least 3 times a week. And to go into the last thing that I'd like to do to get faster is plyometrics, man. Like, oh man, I didn't really get hip to plyometrics until I was in college. I didn't realize how much jumping can help your explosion. Like, I focus so much on my jumping and explosion. Now that's like the first thing I do. And before I start a workout, even before I do sprints, I do jumps, man. Like just constantly just jumping, doing single leg plyometrics, doing broad jumps, vertical jumps. Just it gives you a great way to put in maximum force without putting like 800, 600 pounds on your back squatting. It gives you a way just to be able to put a lot of force on your legs and be able to become super explosive without the wear and tear of the weight room. And it just helps you just become more athletic. Like you're just jumping over time. You're running, you're jumping, you're running, you're jumping. This is like the secret sauce to getting faster. And you tie that in on top of that with good nutrition. If you're training a lot, obviously running 3 times full speed a day, not 3 times a day, but 3 times a week, we're doing hill sprints, running hard in practice, doing plyometrics weekly. That's a lot on the body on top of lifting weights. That's a lot. Taking your nutrition serious is going to help you elevate. It's going to help you recover. It's going to limit the inflammation in your body. You're going to feel good. You're going to be able to train at an elite level, get enough carbs in your body when you're feeling yourself. You're feeling the fast twitch fibers. Like the carbs are king of performance, you know, and tie that in with protein where that helps you recover at night. And then the fats too. Protein and fats, they all help you recover and just give you long-term energy. So your nutrition is also super important, tied in with the plyometrics, tied in with the sprints, tied in with the lifting. All of that is so important. And last but not least, you got to tie it all together and just be patient and consistent. You got to be patient. You understand that doing this one day ain't gonna get you faster. Doing it 2 days ain't gonna get you faster. Doing it for 1 week ain't gonna get you faster. You have to be consistent with your input and patient with your output. So you should be putting this work in every week and stacking weeks and weeks and weeks. Okay, that's the only way you're gonna get faster. You got to stack weeks, and also you got to have good intent. You can't give half speed. You can't be the guys like I was talking about in practice where they're just, you know, jogging through the motion. You're doing a speed workout and you're not finishing through the line. No, you're not going to get faster. You're doing a speed workout and you're doing plyometrics, but you're not jumping as high as you can. Well, you're never going to get faster. You're never going to put the work in. If you're being lazy and sitting on the couch being a couch potato and not wanting to put the work in, well, you will never get better. You'll never unlock the full fulfillment of your speed, because speed is a skill. It can be trained and you can get fast. Just because you're slow right now don't mean you'll be slow forever. You can be a guy who runs a 4.7. You can be running 4.3, but you got to be committed to speed. You got to be committed to training. You got to do it with intent and be consistent. Do it for weeks. Do it for months. Do it for years. Just let me look at me. I'm a guy who did it for years, and now I'm an elite athlete. I can consider myself a freak athlete. When I was in high school growing up, I used to always look at like, man, how can I be a freak athlete? I'm looking at guys like a Saquon Barkley. I'm looking at guys like Tyreek Hill. I'm like, they're just so much faster than me. They're so much bigger than me. And now, fast forward 4 or 5 years later, I'm more athletic than these guys. I jump higher than them. I run just as fast, if not faster than them, because I stayed consistent and I worked on it constantly and I stayed focused. Okay, and it's something that you can do too. So here's how you're gonna become so explosive that it's almost illegal. That they can be like, man, you're taking PEDs, let's drug test this guy. Okay, that's the type of stuff you want. You want people to be like, man, there ain't no way. This guy was slow as heck last year, now he's the fastest dude on the team. Okay, so you apply these things and you get faster and you develop and do all that you will become elite. If you're a guy, you're looking to get faster, don't worry, I have a free speed workout that you can download, and link to that is in the description down below. So if you're somebody who wants to get faster and you don't really have no gym equipment, or you really don't have anything, or really don't have a plan, just download that and follow that. It's a free 4-week speed guide you constantly repeat over and over, and it will help you get faster. So enter that link in the description to that is down below. This is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys took a lot of information from this video. I appreciate you guys from showing love. Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video and show more love. We have content like this coming all the time. It is your guy KJ, and I'll see you guys later.